Hey everybody, I hope y'all are having a good day because your favorite golfer is not. He is in the news for doing the same thing he done in the same area a few years ago. And according to TMZ, he is in big trouble for it. Okay, watch this.
Tiger Woods is in big trouble. He has been arrested yet again for DUI. This happened in Jupiter, Florida, Friday at about 2 o'clock Eastern time. There was a pickup truck that was pulling into a driveway on a two-lane road, and the pickup truck driver looked in his rear view and saw this Range Rover roaring down the street, going really, really fast. Tiger Woods was behind the wheel of that Range Rover. The pickup truck driver tried pulling into the driveway, but the Range Rover was going so fast, it clipped the pickup, and the Range Rover flipped over on its side, on the driver's side. Tiger actually got out the passenger side window, and law enforcement showed up quickly. They weren't far away, and it was apparent to cops that Tiger was impaired. He was showing obvious signs, according to the sheriff. So they did some field sobriety tests. At the time, Tiger said, look, I've had numerous surgeries and I have medical problems from it. And that actually goes back to another incident in 2021 where Tiger also flipped his car and he almost lost his leg. But the sheriff says we took his medical issues into account, but he flunked the field sobriety test. So they arrested him. They took him to jail, and they determined he was not under the influence of alcohol. He had a 0.00 when it came to blood alcohol. So the sheriff believes this is medication. And they asked him to take a urine test, and he refused. So refusing is in itself a crime. So they have charged him both with DUI and with failure to take a urine test. By failing to take the urine test, he'll have his license suspended, probably for a year. But more seriously is he could get jail time. And what is relevant here is that in 2017, Tiger got another DUI, a previous one, in the same area. And in that case, the authorities say he was under the influence of medication. So he has a previous DUI, and the judge in this case could take that into account in sentencing. It's not a mandatory sentence, but the judge could take it into account, and Tiger could actually get jail time as a result of this. And I referred back to that other incident in 2021 in Southern California, where he flipped his vehicle. In that case, the cops were criticized for not doing any kind of a field sobriety test. So Tiger was never charged in that case. But he is in trouble in this case. This is the second DUI, and it appears, at least according to law enforcement, both the result of taking medication and driving at a very high rate of speed. Now, the Masters is in 2 weeks, so given that this just happened, he wasn't injured, nor was the pickup driver, but it would seem unlikely that he would compete in the Masters given the backdrop of all of this. So again, Tiger Woods in jail at the time we're doing this. He has to spend at least 8 hours in jail before they're able to bail him out. But Tiger is in trouble.
So hours later, he bonded out of jail, and his mugshot has now been released. Here is an update from News Nation. Take a listen to this.
All right, so we just got in some breaking news. It appears that Tiger Woods has bonded out of jail. Now, we're still waiting to confirm this with the Martin County Sheriff's Office. We'll let you know if we do. But remember, this is after he was taken into custody earlier today following that rollover crash and DUI arrest out in Florida. And after Tiger Woods survived this, he was taken into custody on charges of DUI with property damage and refusing to submit to DUI testing. He's been held since early this afternoon. And as of tonight, the Martin County Sheriff's Office says they said he's going to be released on bond soon. So again, we're confirming if that happened. But now we are getting a look at Tiger Woods' new mugshot. You see it right there. It was released tonight. Authorities say that his crash happened just before 2 p.m. in a residential area near Woods' home on Jupiter Island. Woods was apparently driving a Range Rover, allegedly attempting to pass a truck pulling a pressure cleaner trailer at a high rate of speed on a 2-lane road. I just got word it was confirmed. He did bond out. He was released.
Child, that is wild, ain't it? Oh my goodness. So listen, refusing to take the urine test is a criminal penalty in some states, and Florida is one of them, right? Where the accident occurred, okay? He could actually lose his license and face up to 6 months in jail. Let's see what this attorney says. His name is Dante Mills from News Nation. Listen to this, y'all.
He passed the breathalyzer, refused a urine test. By law, if they're trying to prove this case, if they're trying to say that he was driving impaired, can they legally compel him to get a urine test? Do they get a warrant of some kind?
Now they can. Florida is one of the toughest states when it comes to whether or not you're going to consent to a test. They made a change. It's called Trenton's Law in October of 2025 that said now you driving is consent to give a urine, blood, or breathalyzer test. And if you do not, it's no longer an administrative penalty. It's a criminal penalty if you do not give consent.
You mean you lose your license?
No, it's criminal.
It's criminal.
So the administrative part is you lose your license for a year, which that will happen to Tiger automatically. The criminal component of not giving consent is he can face up to 60 days in jail because he did not give consent. Now, with that understanding, I think it's still a decision that he had to make in that moment, because if you do test and you're convicted of DUI, then he can be charged he can face up to 6 months in jail. So if you get a DUI, up to 6 months in jail. For consent, up to 60 days in jail.
So they know that it wasn't alcohol because remember he blew 4 double zeros or whatever they call it on the breathalyzer. So it wasn't alcohol. So what was it? And how did they determine it was DUI if the urine test was refused by Tiger Woods? And if they don't know if an illegal substance were there, how would they? Just so many questions, right? Okay, so listen to this and they'll try to explain it. Listen to this.
If they have to prove, if it seems like it was some sort of narcotic or an opiate in his system, I mean, again, this is allegations at this point, it wasn't alcohol. Don't they have to do that immediately to find out what is his system, what's in his system? Did they get a urine sample?
They did not. He refused that.
But I thought, but okay, he refused it.
And because he refused that urine sample, he blew the breathalyzer, blew zeros, so they know it wasn't alcohol. He refused a urine sample, and that's what we are saying is a calculated risk. He may have said, listen, I wasn't intoxicated, but I had some medication prior.
So they make the case based on the officer's observations.
But remember, I'm a criminal defense attorney. I'm saying he was just in an accident. So of course he's disoriented.
Okay.
His gait may be unstable. His speech may be slurred because of the accident. He had to climb out the car. So how do you prove that he was intoxicated if he blew zeros and you have no
They might have surveillance footage of the car and the way it was moving. That's something to think about too.
So the good thing is Tiger did not lose his life, which he could have with another flip over accident. The last time I think he was messed up really bad in the last one. This one, they said he came crawling out the passenger window or something. And just too much going on in his life, okay? So the good thing is he didn't lose his life. The bad thing is he's obviously dealing with some type of something. It's not alcohol, but it's something that's got him impaired like that, okay? At this point, we don't know what it is, but it's definitely something, okay? That's pretty obvious at this point, okay? The other unfortunate thing is the Masters is April 9th through the 12th, but right now, as of recently, after this accident, it is very highly unlikely that Tiger will be playing in the Masters, which a lot of people hoped for because it was word that he was training and trying to get himself physically prepared to compete in the Masters. But after all of this, I doubt if he'd be there. But it did say in this story, in this report that I read, that though he might still participate in some of the events during Masters Week, but not the actual tournament. So Tiger Woods, whatever's going on with you, I'm a fan of Tiger Woods, and I know a lot of y'all are too. Something's going on. Something. And the thing I wonder about these celebrities that have so much money, why is it so hard to get a good therapist, get a good on a good treatment plan? Or maybe they do, but they just relapse. I mean, I don't know what the problem is, but whatever it is, I hope he gets through it again. because it's not going to be too many times that, you know, he gets up and walk away from it. I thought the last accident would have taught him a lesson because he was messed up pretty bad. I think he had broken legs and all types of stuff. But that is the story on Tiger Woods, the latest information. If anything else comes up, I'll jump on and do another video. But our favorite golfer is, according to TMZ and myself also, is in big trouble, y'all. See y'all next time. Oh, stay encouraged, stay informed, and stay true to yourself. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Okay? Bye, y'all.